Welcome back. I took a little hiatus from YouTube for about a week, and since the end of our African road trip, and I've been holed up in JoBurg, literally holed up. I have not left my hostel. I've spent most of my time sitting on this balcony here. It's a very dangerous city. You don't go out alone here. I think I've gone out like twice. I went once with a group tour to do a walking tour of the city, and I went once across the street, literally to that corner store over there to pick up some snacks. It's been a weird week, but I was back at work and I was trying to process a lot, so it was actually okay to not really have a desire to go out and see the city. So it's Friday now. I'm not working today, and I'm gonna be off on another trip, and I thought I would film it. I'm gonna go to my 46th country. I'm gonna visit the tiny little enclave of Lesotho. It's kind of like Eswatini, which we visited on the road trip. It's a little country completely surrounded by South Africa. It's just before 6 in the morning. I'm having a quick bite to eat, and then I'm gonna get picked up. I'm going on a little tour for 3 days, so the rain is awful right now. It is absolutely torrential, so hopefully that improves. We've arrived in the Drakensberg mountains. We're still in South Africa. This happened when I was stressed out in Zimbabwe. We're not going to Lesotho till tomorrow, but we're in this beautiful part of South Africa near the border. It's a UNESCO site, and we're gonna go on a hike, which is exactly what I love. So hopefully it's gonna be great. It's just me and a tour guide. His name's Johan. He's quite fun. It's a chill South African taking me on a tour. It's a very beautiful landscape. It's just a little weird because, like, I paid for this tour. Cool. I'm the only person on the tour. Fine. And we drive. We're not going to Lesotho today. We're going to Lesotho tomorrow. So right now I'm just hiking in South Africa, which is fine. But literally we drove 4 hours south of JoBurg to the Drakensberg mountains, which are stunning. And we get here and he's like, okay, so it's going to be like a 2-hour hike up to the peak with a great view. I was like, perfect, sounds like my kind of a thing. He's like, okay, but I'm not gonna come with because my knee's bothering me, so here's a map and have fun. So I'm literally just been sent off on a 2-hour hike by myself with no service. Don't really know where I'm going. I mean, I solo hike all the time, but just a little unexpected, isn't it? Hopefully it's got some good views. I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. He just was like, here's the trail, go. So I'm going. I have a feeling I'm going to go to the top of that thing. Just have a feeling. The cool thing about this space is that, I'll lock that on the way out. Is there's actually the cave here, the Bushman's Cave. There's paintings here from the Bushmen. I've seen the Bushman paintings in Namibia, at Spitzkoppe, where they're like 2,000 years old, and at Twyfelfontein, where they're up to 6,000 years old. So I love seeing Bushman cave art, because it just gives you like a glimpse into what they were like thousands of years ago, and you can stand behind, you can't really see it. The waterfall is right here. There's some of the art on the walls. You can see it here too. I gotta say though, after spending a week basically trapped inside a hostel because it wasn't considered safe as a solo woman to go outside in JoBurg, being able to just go solo hiking like a day later, just a couple of hours south, fuck, that's a liberating feeling. I'm gonna climb that thing. That's the view. I'll climb from all the way down there. That looks like a good sign. Going up there. It's not much, but I think this pile of rocks is the summit. And I've reached the top of Monsui Peak, which is a pretty epic view. You can see 360 degrees Drakensberg Mountain. I'm gonna stand on the summit. Back down the way I came, and then I'm going to do a different loop because I was up on top of the mountain and I looked at the path. You can see the trails from up on the mountain. You can see the trails through the hills that I was going to take, and there was a pack of about 15 wild baboons. And if you saw the Stellenbosch video, we encountered some very aggressive wild baboons while we were hiking the panorama route in Stellenbosch near Cape Town, and it was a horrific experience. Like, we were so scared. So literally saw a pack of 15 baboons on that trail over there, and I was like, I'm not going that way, so I'm just gonna go the easy, shorter route home, because from what I can see, there's no baboons on this side of the fence. Okay, we've been driving for quite a while again, and we've actually driven past Lesotho, further south towards Durban, and we've stopped at a place called Howick Falls, which is supposed to be quite a nice waterfall along the way. We've made it to this adorable little guest house. Look how cute the room is. It is a really nice little guest house farm. Still in South Africa, on the border with Lesotho. Hopefully we get some food because we haven't eaten yet today. And then just gonna hang out here. It's so cute outside. It's like a little farm. Okay, back in the hotel. It's about 7:30, and yes, I'm in bed because we are still in South Africa, which means we're still dealing with load shedding. So load shedding, in case you don't know what that is basically a thing across all of South Africa where like different cities get the power grid shut down at different times of the day. It happens all the time. Unfortunately, it's getting a lot worse. When we were in Cape Town a couple of weeks ago, it was like 2 or 3 hours a day. And like it's in the news actually how bad it's getting. Yesterday in JoBurg, 12 hours of load shedding. Like most of the day was offline. Ran out of data days ago because I was hotspotting so much. So literally when the power goes off, I have no electricity and no internet, and I just sit here like a vegetable. We do have a battery powered lamp in our room, so I have light, but the rest of the farm is dark and there's no internet. I don't know where we are, somewhere to the Lesotho border, but everything, I'm very happy. Minus the fact that I haven't had internet in like 24 hours, but I'll survive that. I also found a book at the hostel yesterday because in my 12 hours of load shedding yesterday, finished my book and picked up a new one, which is literally the size of my face. It's so big. So hopefully this gets me through the rest of load shedding this month. So yeah. Good morning from the farm. Isn't it gorgeous? Like, I just feel like I'm living in a farmhouse dream. It is so cute here. Just put my finger in the spiderweb. Okay, just come back from breakfast. I'm actually gonna change because when I woke up this morning it was raining, so I put jeans on. No, look at that. So this used to be where they traded. So they would drive down from Lesotho, come here, trade with the people coming from South Africa. This was the hub until the 50s, basically. Okay, we're just about to cross. You can see. That's okay, no, I'm filming myself. You're good. We're about to cross into the, we're leaving South Africa. That's the border pass sign over there.
How does it feel? Halfway up the mountain on top of a car.
I know. All the way from there. Hot chocolate and view. We're just doing a short little walk to a nice viewpoint over the valley. So the South African border was at the bottom of that 8-kilometer road, and then it's like an 8K stretch that's kind of like no man's land. It's technically owned by South Africa, but you don't actually reach the Lesotho border till the top of the pass.
So this village here, Sikkering, is about 50 kilometers away from any sort of civilization, hospital, schools, any sort of infrastructure. So before the road, it would take a long time for Alina and her family to get pretty much anything. It's a lot easier now. Alina's husband's got a nice bakkie, and so they're able to travel. Their children are also able to go here, come back to school, go back to school, and vice versa.
Oh, it smells so good.
What do you,
I bought this handmade
before the
Lesotho.
French missionaries came to Lesotho.
Okay, we've left the village behind and we've come to the border again, where it's the highest pub in the world. Fun fact, the highest pub in the whole world is right here in Lesotho, and we're gonna have lunch there. The highest pub in Africa, not the world, but still cool. A little bit rainier on the way down. And we're back at the South African border crossing. We've driven down the mountain, back down the rough roads. Gonna go get our passport stamped again. Just from this little trip, I have 4 new stamps in my passport. It's my last day of the tour, waking up on the farm again. We're gonna go for breakfast in about 15 minutes and then see what the last day of the tour brings. The rain has gone, thankfully. We're to our favorite little spot for the cutest breakfast. Like, look at this cute little farmhouse. And they gave me a rose from their garden. Isn't that the cutest thing ever?